So if you're a heavy equipment supplier, manufacturer, or dealer, I'm going to tell you exactly why you can't seem to attract serious equipment buyers who want to buy your equipment fast and why your sales cycles are taking longer than 6+ months. And how do I know this? Because I actually went through this same problem when I was running my business. If you don't know, I come from a marketing background. I ran a marketing agency, Alter Marketing Agency. We served all types of clients from real estate to Internet of Things to finance. And now we transition to working with heavy equipment suppliers and we work on $1 million deals. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to client acquisition. So I'm going to break down exactly this problem. And if you can relate with how I used to run my business, then let me know. So this is kind of how my business used to look like, right? I was a small time business servicing small clients, right? And in this case, you're a small-time excavator business, for example. You sell used excavators to some companies, right? So this is how your business looks like. You have your client acquisition, right? You have the clients that you get from that acquisition. You have the money that you get from those clients. You have some employees that you hire, and you have the time that's left over, right? And then in all of these things, there's kind of sub baskets, right? So in your client acquisition, you have lots of competition, right? Because you're selling used equipment. It's the same costs to acquire a client, right? Costs are very expensive. For your time, you have some time to work on your work, on your business, and then some time to work on your clients, so actually fulfilling orders and things like that. And then for your clients, you have maybe client one who is a local business, client two who does a couple orders a year, and then you have client three, which is like another small operation, right? And the problem when you're operating on this small level, right? I'm going to explain it to you exactly what the problem is. And if you're facing this, then please let me know in the comments if you can relate, right? There's lots of competition here in your client acquisition. So you get very low quality people because, and let me explain to you why, because you have an unniched down offer, right? You're not offering anything of value. There's very little market differentiation between you and competitors, right? And the problem is, the ultimate problem down here in the client acquisition is that you aren't solving a big enough problem for these people with your used equipment, right? You're not solving a big enough problem, and which is why you're not getting paid enough, right? Here's what's important, guys. The ultimate problem that you are facing with your client acquisition and that I was facing myself is that simply you aren't solving a multi-million-dollar problem, okay? And you are getting paid according to the problems that you solve. So again, let's look at the clients here. You know, you get paid big money when you solve big problems, right? And it's definitely not for these guys right here. It's not for the small operation or the local business, right? For your employees, if you're in this cycle, you're facing all kinds of problems. You don't even make enough money to pay for employees, okay? You need more employees, which takes up more of your time. You can see this is a cycle, right? And it's a bigger problem for your clients because you have less time and you can't work on your actual client fulfillment here, and you have no time to work on your business because you have an unniched down offer. That's what it all comes down to. Your employees, these guys that you pay, your employees, they take up more of your money, which is a problem for your clients, right? Because these guys are the ones paying you, okay? Let's talk about your time for a second, okay? When you're operating in the small business level, if you do get a client, okay, you are completely overworked with all the delivery, okay? Your clients are the biggest headache. Do you know why? Because they are broke. They themselves, they have no money. They themselves are stuck in the same cycle. So in the small business level, pretty much you are spending, let's break it down, you're spending an amazing amount of time on your clients, okay? They take up literally all of your time, okay? Your employees, they are bringing down your bottom line, okay? You're barely making any money to survive, okay? Your clients are shit and they are completely uninteresting. Do you know why? Because again, what's down here, you aren't solving a multi-million-dollar problem. You aren't solving a big enough problem for these guys. Now let's talk about what happens when you operate at the big business level, okay? So I just pasted this entire chart here again, right? And now let's look at when you're talking to big international mining hubs, right? So some of your clients, they might include a NASDAQ company. They might include an oil and gas client, a gold mine in Africa, right? Your money, it actually goes up, right? Because you're making more money with these guys, okay? Your employees, they're lean. You have now less employees because you don't need as many of them. You have more time on your hands to focus on your work and your business. You don't even need to do client fulfillment because you have your employees doing it for you, right? And then your client acquisition obviously improves. Your cost to acquire these big clients, it actually goes down because there's less competition. There are less people targeting the top than there are people scrapping for the people at the bottom. Because your offer is more niche, you now have less competition and your cost goes down, which now the cycle gets better. You get better clients and more money and better employees and more time on your hands. So if you're a mining equipment dealer, supplier, or manufacturer, and you're curious to see how we can turn you from one of these to one of these within less than 1 year, guaranteed, or you get your money back, click the link below to apply. We're only looking to take on limited partners right now, so time is of the essence. We're only looking to take on 4 partners, which we will help scale up to the next level. Click the link below to see if you apply. We look forward to seeing you on the other side.